guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Yale, and in today's video I am back and I'm going to be doing a business Q&A. A lot of you guys leave me questions underneath my videos and sometimes it's a lot to get back to, so I decided every now and then I'm gonna go to some of my business videos, look at the questions you guys left me and just turn it into a Q&A video. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, turn on my post notifications so you are aware of when I post, and let's get into this. If you are new here, I am the CEO and founder of Lavish Curls Beauty. It is an all-natural hair care business. I have 3 collections, one for hair growth, one for scalp psoriasis, and one for moisture retention, and you are sure to find something on the website that you like for your natural hair to get it flourishing, growing, and healthy. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through, I'm literally just going to like my business videos and just seeing like what you guys asked. So I'm gonna go to the very last one first, which is the natural hair product business talk plus labeling. Okay, so first question I see is, where do you get your SETI alcohol from? I get it from a website called Make Your Own Buzz, but of course shop around and like figure out where you want to get your own inventory from, because you might find some for a better price, but so far that's the website I like to use. Where do you purchase your bottles for shampoo? What's it called? wholesaleSupplies.com. And this time I don't mind answering some of my inventory questions, because I remember in my last video I told you guys sometimes I don't like to answer because stuff will get sold out, but at this point I have bought enough inventory to last me almost the whole year, so it's like I'm good. Let's see, so that was a question. Let me go to another video. Okay, so next question says, where is it? I literally just saw it. Okay. They said, so inspiring. Do you feel like an Emerge blender is more effective than a standard blender, or it just depends on what you're mixing? So for me, I just like to go based on whatever I see like the professional companies use, because it's used for a reason. So for like making products, you definitely want to make sure you're using an actual immersion blender, just because it's what's used when making natural hair products or like skincare products. You always see people use the immersion blender, and I just think it helps better in the process of emulsifying your products, so combining the oil phase with the water phase. So I just recommend that you use the proper equipment so that you have the results that you want for your product. Someone asked, can you show us how to set up Instagram shop? So the funny thing is with Instagram shop, when I tried to set mine up, for the longest it was not working. It was saying because I made claims like hair growth, that they couldn't let me set up my shop and like sell my products. And then one day randomly I just saw like the option on my Instagram page to be able to link my shop. Like it was allowing me to tag my products, allowing customers to shop the catalog. So it was very random, and yeah, I don't know what they decided to change. Like every time I would go in and I would just kind of like dispute it, but yeah, Instagram shop is very weird. But if you sell like regular products where it's like no claims of like hair growth, weight loss, that kind of stuff, then you should be good. Like it should automatically set it up for you. But if you're making claims, then it kind of, you know, it can be tricky. The next question said, did you pre-measure your preservative? Yes, I always measure out every single thing. Every single ingredient that I include in my products has a measurement that I use. I don't just eyeball. Okay, next question says, did you use a batch calculator to find a formula? I'm currently struggling to make bigger batches for my products. So when you're making stuff in bigger batches, what I do is I just multiply. So like if, let's say I have 8 ounces of water, just standard for 1 jar of my product, right? And I want to make 20 bottles of that product. I would just multiply 8 ounces times 20, get the number, and that's how much water I would add for my batch of 20 products. I would take each measurement and just multiply it times whatever the batch number is I'm trying to make. If I'm trying to make 17 bottles, I will multiply 17 times 8 to get the measurement. If I'm trying to make 100, I would multiply it times 17 to get the times 8 to get the measurement. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just multiply it. Same thing as if like you're making, it's kind of like cooking, you get me? So it's like if I'm making 2 servings of, let's say if I'm making like 2 servings of rice, I won't just make the usual 1 serving. Like, I will multiply it times 2 to make enough servings for 2 people. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just multiply it, and that's how I get my batch amount. So yeah. Why did you switch from bubble mailers to boxes? Love your video, by the way. Just found your channel. Thank you. I switched because boxes just keep the products safer in transit. When because for some of my products, so like the shampoo, it's more liquidy, and so it's easier to erupt when it's in a bubble mailer. But when it's just in a box, it's more sturdy, and they usually don't burst or anything when they're in a box. So when you're packaging out your stuff to ship out, you want to make sure it's properly packaged so that you don't have any accidents. When it's in bubble mailers, there's accidents. And usually with the bigger companies, like I said, like I always like to watch and see how they do their stuff, because it just saves you time and doesn't, like, you're not wasting money by seeing like how it's done at a professional level. So with them, I always see them ship out their orders in boxes, and they use packaging peanuts, and they use safety seals on their products so that there's no leaking and bursting. I don't see them delivering shampoo in a bubble mailer. It just doesn't make sense. So that's why a lot of my stuff I switched to boxes, because it's just more sturdy and durable. And a lot of my orders is more than 1 item, so it just doesn't make sense for me to ship stuff in bubble mailers anymore. They're too small for me, so I've outgrown it. What else? Where did you buy that dispenser, the one with the large metal head? So I'm assuming you're talking about my filler machine. I bought it off of Amazon. It should be linked in my Amazon store below. I have all my business essentials linked there, so make sure you just check out my Amazon store, always linked. And yeah, someone had asked, well, hi, what's the shelf life of your products? They are 12 months. That video had got a lot more questions on it. That was my productive entrepreneur vlog, preparing for Black Friday, packaging orders, burnout, and yada yada. I was having a whole little discussion going on there. Okay, next question is, what's your favorite preservative to use in your products, and does it give your products a year's shelf life? So I use Liquid Dermal Plus. You can honestly use any preservative you want. It's kind of just up to you and what you decide to test out for your products. I just decided to go with Liquid Dermal Plus, just because it's one of the preservatives that I learned about when I was watching formulating videos, but there's so many others to try out. There's I believe it's pronounced Optimin, something like that. That's a really popular one. And then there's also the natural food preservative that a lot of people use as well. So that decision is pretty much up to you and what you want to decide. There's really no right or wrong answer when it comes to those preservatives, because if you go to the store and you look at the back of people's products, their packaging, and you look at like Mielle Organics or TGIN or Shea Moisture, sometimes they use the same type of preservatives as each other, or sometimes they use different ones. So it's pretty much up to you to decide what preservative you want to use for your product. And I've thought about, like, do I want to switch preservatives, but I've seen no issue with the preservative I'm using now, so I'm not going to change it. Okay, someone asked, where can you get the information of different preservatives? Literally Google it. 2, what all tools would you need or recommend to make the product? Once again, research, Google it. Like, just watch videos, watch what other people are using and doing. Like, that's all you gotta do, is just watch and learn, watch and learn. And that was actually asked in my, how to learn how to formulate natural hair products. Like, and I gave you guys the list of the people that I highly recommend to watch and learn from. So just go to their videos and see what they use. Okay, guys, so another question says, how did you come up with the pricing for your products? Did you actually calculate the cost of your materials, etc., or placed a number on it based on what you feel it's worth? So pretty much I just compared prices in the industry. So I looked at like what other people are charging for the ounce size that I'm using, and then I also like based it off of, are their products all natural like mine? Like I wouldn't compare my prices to somebody like Cantu that uses not all natural products. I wouldn't do my prices based off of them. I would base it off of brands like Mielle, Shea Moisture, TGIN that also use all natural products like I do, or all natural ingredients like I do. And then I also base it off of the ounce size, because all of my products are 8 ounces, and then some of my like oils, they are 2 ounces. But I base it off of that, like just kind of do a comparison of what the average cost is that they're, you know, charging, and then I also base it off of what I feel like my product is worth, because I do use very, very clean ingredients. I use high quality ingredients. Like I use the best of the best when it comes to my products, because like a lot of natural hair businesses, they use mainly just shea butter, but a lot of my products contain mango butter because it is actually more expensive than shea butter. So that's another reason why my products are a little bit more pricier. And then also I do not only use distilled water, I use aloe vera juice in basically all of my products, and aloe vera juice is a more expensive ingredient as well. And I do that because it's more moisturizing for the hair and more health benefits than just using plain old water. Like a lot of brands will only use water, and I use water and aloe vera juice. So that's another thing. I do it based off of the quality. How do you get more sales even through a rough month? I usually will just up the marketing. So like I will be more present in my business. So like I'll send out more email marketing. I'll make myself more present on all of my social media platforms, whether I'm tweeting, I'll make more Instagram posts, more like interactive posts. I post on my personal page plus my business page. I'm also active in Facebook groups. I just make myself a little bit more active if I notice I've been slacking. And usually I'll see a return, an investment, when I just put myself out there more and just put the brand in people's faces a bit more. Also making sure I'm being super, super informative while I'm doing it. I don't want to just put a product in people's face and say, here, you should go buy this. I want to tell them why it's a solution to an issue that they might have, and why it's a good thing for them to add to their wash day, and it usually helps out. So like this month I am doing a little bit more marketing efforts. I just sent out a SMS text because I just realized I have not sent one out in like 2 months. So I want my SMS text message subscribers to know I'm still here, and I just sent them out like a little discount code. I'm also making sure that my actual email marketing is more informative and just better information. And then also what's really popular right now, like I always mention, is the TikToks and the Reels, and I'm just making sure those are entertaining but also informative. So that's what I do. We're gonna do a couple more, and then yeah. Could you tell me how much you pay for the bulk mango butter? I'm not able to answer that. What kind of preservative do you use? I mentioned that already. Do you take classes or have an ebook? Would really like to learn from you. I do have my How to Start a Natural Hair Business ebook that's available on Lavish Curls website. Do you have any videos showing how to properly measure stuff using a food scale and using preservatives? Because I'm struggling. I don't make videos on that because I don't really want to show like my measurements for my products. I feel like that's too much information being shown since it is something that I sell. So I just recommend, like I said, in my How to Learn How to Formulate video, just watch the girls that I recommend. I really want to know. I really want to learn from you. Please reply. Right now I don't do any mentorship because at the end of the day I'm still learning. Like Lavish Curls hits 2 years February 17th, so very, very soon. And so I'm still like, I'm still a beginner and I'm still learning. So it's like, I don't want to teach people when I'm still learning myself. You know, I'm no pro. I just take you guys along the journey with me and show you guys what I'm doing, but I'm definitely no pro. Okay, somebody said, what's the name of the black tape you use to seal the bottles? It's electrical tape. Okay, last question is, how many orders do you get around a month? It really just depends on the month, what's going on. But orders typically do not equate how much you make, because I could have 10 orders of just one single item, which will be cheaper than me having 10 orders that have like 4 to 5 items that a customer purchased. So the amount of orders I get doesn't really matter. It's literally how many products I sold that month that really matters. So you get me, like, the amount of products I sold will equal a certain amount of money, but like the orders doesn't really matter. It's how much did somebody purchase in that order. So like if I just got one order for a hair growth oil that's like $14.99 versus an order where it's like they ordered the whole hair growth system, which is like $100, that amount was more important than me just getting one single order of $15. Because imagine if I got 15 orders where somebody kept buying the whole hair growth system. That adds up to a lot more money than me just receiving a bunch of single orders. You get me? So the order amount doesn't really matter to me. It's what I made monthly altogether. How many products did I actually sell, not how many orders did I get. That doesn't really matter. So guys, that's all the questions I'm gonna answer for today. I will make another Q&A video very, very soon, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Let me know if you want more Q&A videos. I will definitely do them, so make sure you drop questions in my business videos, because I do see them, but now I will finally get around to answering them when I do have some time. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.
I wanna all night. Say it.